Good afternoon. Welcome to daily currency update from the currency desk. Yesterday, we saw the Indian rupee reach up to 3.5-month high against the US dollar. This was mainly on the basis of some gains in the euro. Again, yesterday we had a bullish trend developing for the Indian rupee. The US markets gained yesterday, tracking some better than expected earnings in the US earnings season. Yesterday also we had the non-manufacturing data coming out from the US markets, which was as per expectations, and market reacted slightly bullish to this. Also today in the morning session we had some news or rumors of the Bank of Japan governor stepping down earlier. What this means is that the new governor would come in, would do more easing, and it would be a positive for the Japanese economy, which is also in line with their inflation targets. So obviously due to these two things we had a mixed movement in the dollar, and today in the morning session, tracking the overnight gains for the euro, we saw some gains in the Indian rupee against the US dollar. Again also we have the expectations of NTPC disinvestment happening, due to which there is going to be further inflow of funds. So all in all, we recommend a sell in the US dollar against the Indian rupee as per the current trend. But yes, if all the short positions should be with a stop loss of 53.50 in the spot levels. Currently we could see some downside if the rate breaks down below 52.90 levels. Coming to the euro, yesterday euro started the day with some losses, and at the end of the day covered most of those losses, ending well above 1.35 levels. This was mainly on the back of some strong PMI data, especially the stronger PMI data of the Spanish economy, which indicates that there is some recovery going on in the Spanish economy, and there can be some better expectations in the future. The German PMI data also came in much better than expected, so due to which we had some positive movement, upside movement in the euro. Again, today we have the German factory orders, which is going to be a movement indicator for the euro, and if there is some positive data from this, the uptrend is expected to continue, whereas on the downside we would not see much of impact in the euro against the US dollar or against the Indian rupee. Currently euro against the Indian rupee is trading at lifetime highs, and due to the relative strength in the Indian rupee, we could see the euro come down from around lifetime highs. So one could well initiate a sell position if the rate comes down from here on and it breaks below 72.50. So we would recommend a sell with a stop loss of a lifetime high. Again, in terms of euro, we could expect the market to remain cautious because tomorrow we have the ECB meet. So before that, traders would not take up any major bullish positions on euro. Coming to the pound fell to a 5-month low yesterday. Ironically, despite the positive service sector data coming out, we had a downfall in the pound. But yes, this is also indicative of the fact that due to the development of some risk on sentiments, the investors or the traders are shifting their money from the low risk economy of England to the other European countries. Today we have the UK Halifax housing price index. Based on this, we could see some movement throughout the day. Also, we have a statement to come out due from the new Bank of England governor, and this would give us give the markets some indication as to which direction the move or the policy making is, and what stance he would take in terms of monetary policy decisions. So before this also, investors are expected to trade cautiously on the pound, and not much movement would be seen intraday. Currently we recommend the hold short in the pound with a trailing stop loss of 83.20 in the spot. Coming to Japanese yen, we had the rumors or the news of Bank of Japan governor leaving his position before expected. So basically, if he leaves before his term ends, then there will be some another governor coming out, and this new governor is highly expected to bring in some major monetary easings. So based on this, we had a very steep fall in the Japanese yen, especially against the US dollar. All in all, we have seen the yen fall by around 19% against the US dollar and against the Indian rupee. Currently, Japanese yen is trading below 57 levels, and we could see it weaken down further. Currently, the support is seen at around 55-85 levels. So we would recommend hold short in the Japanese yen against the Indian rupee as well. Thank you.